Okay, this is a Peavey Basic 112 or 112. One of my mates has been a drummer in a few of my bands. It's his son's new amp, and it was working, but there's something wrong with the... We're guessing the input. We've tried different leads, we've tried different basses, and we're hoping it's just a dodgy input. He said before he used to be able to wiggle it and get a bit of sound, but we'll see what we can do. So I'll show you how to open it up, and we'll check it out.
Alright, the first thing we have to do is take the mesh or the screen off the front. It's held on in the four corners by some very strong industrial style Velcro. So you should by rights just be able to pull it off. The next thing I'm going to do is take the speaker out, because we can't get to the speaker wires through the back. So there's 4 screws that we have to undo to get the speaker out. As I said, it's just because there's no hole in the back of the amp, and to pull the head out we have to be able to unplug the speaker. Just take the rest of them out. I won't video it all. So then the speaker's out. There's the wires. You have to unplug. They just slip off. Remember what's on what. I took a photo with my phone, as you can see. And there's 4 screws holding the head on the top of the amp there. And there's 2 at the back. So you just undo all them, and then once you've done that, the head will just slide out. It can get stuck. You just got to give it a bit of a wiggle. You've also got to be careful of the speaker wires. They come through a small hole, and you don't want to get them stuck and rip them out. So you just got to be a bit careful. So now we've got the head out. Unscrew all the fronts of the inputs and the knobs, all the controls. All very easy, there's nothing really hard in this demo. It's a bit hard to see the little nuts keeping the pot controls on. They're very small and they're black. So you just continue there and take them all off. Unscrew everything from the front. And that's it, you can't do anything about those buttons, they just pop out. That's everything off. There's 4 screws holding the circuit board down. There's the one there, and they actually screw in from underneath. And there's one there, and one there that come down from the top. So it's best to start with the ones on the other side, underneath. Those 2. They were like a bolt, but also had a screwdriver slot in them. So it was easy to use the screwdriver. We turn it back over and take out those last two screws from the side. Next thing we do is if you follow from the back of the power switch, it goes to two leads. You just unplug them both. That one's just a white plug, as you can see, and that's the other one. They'll just wiggle off. Alright, that's all you have to do. Now you can pull the circuit board right out. Now the bit I was after to have a look at was the input. Excuse the camera work, which is that there. Now I'll show a photo, and you can see, I don't know how it'll show up on your screen, but I'd say the top two on the right have cracked. So all I have to do is just solder them up, resolder them. That all looks good. So now we just got to put it back together. So the first thing I do is put those two screws in on the side, turn it over, whack the other two back in, plug the switch leads back in, the power leads. And it's just a matter of screwing all the ones back on the front, all the nuts and washers. And you should always make sure your input nut is nice and firmly tight. If ever you notice it getting loose on your amp and it starts wiggling about, that's what can cause the solder to break, which is probably what happened with this one. Now with these other controls, you just turn them all the way to 0, and that way when you put the knob back on, you can point the knob to 0, and you're good to go. Stick them all back on. Okay, that's it. Everything's back on the front. And remember to put the wires down the little hole there that's in the middle for the speaker wires. Feed them in first, and just slide the top back in. Can be a little fiddly. Alright. Do the 4 screws up on the top again, and the 2 at the back there. Look at that screwing action. Next thing is to plug the speaker wires back in and screw your speaker back in. And so make sure you get those speaker wires around the right way. Alright, all we've got to do is put the screen on. As I said, it's Velcro. It's hard Velcro though, you really got to give it a good hard press. Maybe a light whack. But that's about it. There's a bit where we plug it in and cross our fingers. Everything's down. Guitar up. Get some power. Still powers up. Give some volume. Whoop, sounds good. Strap, it's a bit hard to play standing up. Works. Cheers. Hope I helped somebody.